Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today I want to talk about people wanting to sell PlayStation 5. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. But I am hearing a lot of people talking about how they want to sell their PlayStation 5. Now, a lot of people are talking about selling their PlayStation 5 because they're bored or whatever, but the things I want to really talk about are the people that are selling their PlayStation 5s out of necessity, out of the sheer fact that they just are struggling to keep up and being able to afford and buy the games and to be able to play them and stuff, man. They are just struggling financially. And that's expected. I mean, we're going through like one of the biggest times in our life where we've had the cost of everything going up, inflation just going through the roof as hard as it is right now. And I'll tell you what, man, that really sucks. That really sucks. And PlayStation, with this whole, wanting to raise the prices on everything and making everything more expensive, that really just sucks, man. And I can see a lot of people out there, trying to just recoup any kind of money they can right now. And I'll tell you what, man, if you're somebody that is interested in selling your PlayStation 5, I would either do it right before or right after God of War launches so that hype is still there. Because to tell you the truth, man, what else is there to really be hyped about? To be completely honest with you, I mean, God of War, like what else? I mean, Spider-Man, who knows when that's coming out? That might be, ooh, dang, we're crashing. Sorry, I'm racing and talking at the same time. But yeah, man, Spider-Man, like what else is there after Spider-Man or before, after God of War, aside from Spider-Man? And we don't even really have an actual release date for that as it sits right now. Maybe sometime 23, maybe 24. I could see it being early 24. Maybe even 23. Maybe they can get it done sometime next year. That would be pretty cool. Man, I cannot drive. I'm a terrible driver. Oh no, so maybe they can get that thing sold by 2020 or get it out by 2023. But here's the thing, man, once it does come out, oh my gosh, I am a terrible driver. I just cannot seem to get it. But once that game does come out and it starts to like really, like we start actually getting some PlayStation 5, because let's face it, man, we're not really even getting anything on this PlayStation that's actually worth freaking getting. I mean, God of War, man, it's probably going to be really great. I guarantee I'll probably only play through that game one time. I do not think I'm going to be playing through that. But I mean, there's always this. Dakar Desert Rally, you could pick this up and actually have something to play. This game is freaking actually pretty cool. Yeah, man, like it's just weird, man. I'm hearing a lot of people talking about selling their PlayStation 5s. And a lot of and I'm not just talking about people, on the channel or in the community. I'm talking about literal people that I know in real life talking about selling their PlayStation 5 in order to just to get a little bit extra money to help out. And that really sucks, man. That really sucks that, you're having to, like, people are really in a situation right now to where they can't really afford to hang on to these things. And I mean, it doesn't help that like the cost of like supporting it with games and features and stuff like that is just so high that it almost just makes sense. That it almost just makes sense to get rid of your PlayStation 5 just so that you can afford to like not have to buy the games and stuff. But it does suck, because what happens if something comes out and that's like something that you're like, oh my gosh, man, I really, really, really want to play that. Then you got rid of your console. Then you got to buy the console and the game and all of that again. And that just, oh man, that really sucks. That really sucks. That really does. It sucks. It's not something that was a pretty tough race, man, in the rain, but it just looks so freaking cool. That that like yeah, I mean that really sucks. And and I feel for these gamers, man. Like I when I was a manager of the game store, I could just see it, the frustration, of having to sell so many things just to be able to get like that new game that you want to play, or some of that other stuff to really make it a it sucks. It does suck, man. Gaming is not cheap. It's getting more expensive. It's getting to be to a point where it's like, man, I don't know if you can afford to continue gaming, or if you, because you hear a lot of these fanboys talking about budget gamers this and budget gamers that, and I'm so grateful that a service like Game Pass exists right now, just so that people can actually continue to play games and not have to like seriously decide, man, hey man, am I going to feed my kids or or play games like that? That sucks, man. And it really is to a point out here where people are having to make those difficult decisions, like should they be paying for, should they be paying their bills, or like buying gas for their car, or for a video game, man. A video game is supposed to just be fun. And the amount of content we get with some of these PlayStation bangers, it really just doesn't justify itself, man. Like $70 for a remake that you can beat in 12 hours. That just, oh man, that doesn't seem like like a very good. Why are you breaking, dude? That just doesn't seem like an extremely great value, to be completely honest with you. I mean, that kind of just seems like if you're spending $70 and you're getting like a 12 hours of game. I mean, I don't care how committed you are, man. You're not gonna play The Last of Us remake like 3-4 times in a row just to get 40 hours of gameplay. You're not gonna do that. Like, I don't know anybody that's gonna do that. But I guess if that's the only money you got for a game for the next 6 months, maybe it is. Maybe you are going to play that thing like 12 times. Or you're going to sit there and look at your PlayStation 5 and wish you could play something, but you bought that one banger and now you don't have nothing to play, when you could have got 3-4 months of Game Pass Ultimate for the same price. Actually, you could get 3-4, almost 5 months of Game Pass Ultimate for the same price as that, and you can play way more games. And it just makes me sick. Honestly, it does. It makes me sick at the price the PlayStation is charging, and the amount of content you're getting for that. That game should have been $40. It should have been $39.99. You know what I mean? Like, you should not have to feel like, man, am I going to feed my kids, or am I going to buy this game again for the third time just so I could see better graphics? Because, like, let's face it, man. Like, yeah, you could say, well, if you've never played it before, even if you've never played it before, like, it's going to get you like 15 hours of gameplay. 15 hours of gameplay. And that's like, ooh, boy. I mean, like, this game right here, the one I'm playing on here, dude, this one came out. It was like $39.99, man. And gosh, this thing is just incredible. I love playing it. It's fun. It's fun to play. It gives me those old them old MotoStorm freaking feelings, man. I love it. It's really a fun game. So I don't know, man. I just wanted to talk about that. People feeling like they have to sell their PlayStation 5 just to pay for necessities, or going out and just doing things and just having the little extra bit of money, and that sucks. That really does suck, man, that people are at a point where selling the PlayStation 5 makes more economical sense than keeping it and trying to buy the $70 games, and feeling like they're getting nickel and dimed every time they turn around. The overhyped machine that comes with the PlayStation 5 makes you feel like you got to sit there and buy these games. And I'll tell you what, man, I've had this thing for almost 2 years now, and I've bought everything, and man, I just don't feel like the value is there. I don't feel like the value is there, and the new prices and everything. It really does. It really is getting to be pretty tough. So If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.